To mark 50 years of the Volkswagen Golf, I have every generation of VW Golf GTI. Mark 1, Mark 2, Mark 3, Mark 4, Mark 5, Mark 6, Mark 7 and Mark 8, which is the very latest version, the 8.5. And I'm going to drag race them over the standing quarter mile to see how the performance of these Golf GTIs has improved, or maybe not improved as you'd expect, over the years. I'm Matt Watson and you're watching carwow. We're going to run this drag race in 2 heats, and we're going to start off with a Mark 1, Mark 2, Mark 3 and Mark 4. The Mark 1 Golf GTI has a 1.6 litre 4-cylinder engine with 110 horsepower and 140 Nm of torque, drives the front wheels via a 5-speed manual gearbox, and the car weighs just 810 kilos. When it was on sale back in the day, it cost around £6,500. The Mark II Golf GTI 16 valve is powered by a 1.8 litre 4-cylinder engine with 129 horsepower and 168 Nm of torque. It drives the front wheels via a 5-speed manual gearbox, and the car weighs in at 920 kilos. Back in 1991, this car cost just under £14,000. The Mark III Golf GTI 20th Anniversary Edition has a 2 litre 4-cylinder engine with 115 horsepower and 166 Nm of torque. Sends the power to the front wheels via a 5-speed manual gearbox, and the car weighs in at 1,090 kilos. Back in 1997, this car cost just under £17,000. The Mark IV Golf GTI 25th Anniversary Edition, 1.8 litre 4-cylinder petrol engine, but this one puts out 180 horsepower and 235 Nm of torque. It drives the front wheels via a 5-speed manual gearbox and weighs in at 1,324 kilos. In 2002, this car cost just under £19,000. First things first, Sam, I'm taking it you don't have air conditioning.
I do not have air conditioning, no.
Rory, you look like you might be about to pass out. I'm assuming you don't either.
No, I've got a little blue sticker, but when you actually turn the fans on, it's just red hot. There's like fire coming out.
I have a button that says AC and it goes red and it illuminates when you press it, but all that comes out of the air vents is roasting hot air. The aircon doesn't work. Finally, Nick, how are you doing? You're the only one with your windows up, so...
I think you can probably tell from my smug face and my non-sweaty brow that I have very functional air conditioning. In fact, I'm going to turn it down. Lovely.
Shut up, you show off. Right, let's just start off and get through this as quick as we can with a sound check. We've already got our windows down, so Sam, you go first with the classique. Oh, 1.6.
That revs really well.
And Rory? Ooh.
16 valve.
Oh, 16 valve head on that. Right, I've got 16 valves. I've got 2 litres as well, listen. And finally the Mark IV, which is a turbo.
Oh, there are some whistles in there.
Okay, which one do we think sounds the best? Yours?
Definitely, it's got the lightest flywheel.
I think it's mine. How about you, Nick? Which do you like the best? Oh, yours, with the turbo. Anyway, I think it's whichever one you're sat in. And shall we get on with this drag race? Because there's too much chat and we're melting right here.
3, 2, 1.
Oh, too much wheel spin. Had to moderate it. Come on. The 16 valve was ahead of me. Come on. And he absolutely dicked me on the gear change. I am the worst. Oh no!
Come on, boys!
Got absolutely pummeled. I'd like to have one more go. I got a bit of wheel spin, but I thought I was going to come past you, but everyone just buggered off.
Yeah, this thing launched really, really well. The gearbox on it's actually really nice, to be honest. But the car just got even hotter when we were going. I'm leaking.
You're very pleased, aren't you, Sam, aren't you? Yeah, very pleased.
Yeah, this launched well. If that launched well, what did this do, Rory?
It launched okay.
Right, let's do one more go.
3, 2, 1.
It's a better start. Oh, come on!
Come on!
And my gear chains are on point.
Come on!
That 16 valve is quicker now. Here comes the Mark 4.
Ah, still one.
Listen, I can't do better than that. Rory, I don't know what you're quickest at, driving that thing or putting your windows down.
It's a close race. I had my rose tinted specs on, but they've just melted into my lap. But I actually really like this car. It's great. The gearbox is, I thought it was going to be an absolute soup of a gearbox, but it's really nice.
This is definitely the slowest car. I got a launch, I was ahead of you. My gear shifts were decent.
No, definitely that is the slowest car, but I can't believe how fast that is.
Yeah, look at him grinning away. But did you win, Nicholas?
I did win, but despite having a god-awful launch, because this is the newest car, it has an ESP button. And guess who forgot to switch it off? Me. But I still beat all of you.
Right. Is that you asking for another go?
Well, I'd love another go, but I did win, so I don't know if I need it.
So then what exactly happened? Well, the Mark IV won. It crossed the line in 16.6 seconds. The Mark II beat the Mark I by the narrowest of margins, but both cars completed the standing quarter mile in 17.4 seconds. The Mark III came last. It did the standing quarter mile in 17.6 seconds. Right, now we have a rolling race. Second gear roll on, 50 kilometers an hour, first of the half mile wins. 3, 2, 1, go. Oh no! That's interesting. I'm really close with the Mark 1. Oh! Windows down. Look at you with the door open. Okay, that was really interesting. So you came last, Sam, but you beat me in the drag race, which is basically testament to the fact that you're a racing driver and I'm not, because you've got a better launch in a manual car. Rory, you pulled away from me.
Yeah, I mean, this is the 16 valve one, isn't it, with the slightly more horsepower, apparently with a catalytic converter. But yeah, it seems faster than that newer car.
Probably to do with weight. Nick, you had more weight, but you had more grunt, and you just blitzed us, didn't you?
Yeah, more power, more top-end turbo goodness, really. And yeah, I couldn't even let this car down with a dodgy launch.
Okay, finally then we're going to have a brake test. I think we can leave our windows down for this, all right?
Do whatever you want, Nick.
Should be interesting for Sam because he doesn't have ABS, but he has a racing driver's right leg.
He has a vibrating right leg and probably middle leg.
Okay, then let's have a brake test from 100 kilometers an hour. When we reach the cones, full emergency stop. Put that down. If you'd rather watch another drag race, just click up there or follow the QR code on screen now. Here comes the cones. Look at this. I think you might have won, Nick, then I just beat you and...
Even with your racing driver's leg, Sam.
I'm pretty sure only one caliper was working there.
Oh, there we go. Old timers did a good job. Let's move it up a gear now. Now we're going to drag race the newer cars. So the Mark 5, 6, 7 and the latest 8.5. The Mark V Golf GTI 30th Anniversary Edition has a 2-litre 4-cylinder turbocharged petrol engine with 230 horsepower and 300 Nm of torque. It drives the front wheels via a 6-speed manual gearbox and the car weighs in at 1,336 kilos. Back in 2006, the car cost just over £22,000. This is a 2011 Mark VI Golf GTI. It also has a 2-litre 4-cylinder turbocharged petrol engine, and here it makes 235 horsepower and 300 Nm of torque. This sends power to the front wheels via a 6-speed dual-clutch automatic gearbox, and the car weighs in at just under 1,400 kilos. At the time, this car cost £27,000. The Mark 7 Golf GTI Performance has a 2-litre turbocharged 4-cylinder petrol with 245 horsepower and 370 Nm of torque. It sends power to the front wheels via a 7-speed dual-clutch automatic gearbox and weighs in at 1,387 kilos. In 2018, the car cost just under £30,000. Finally, we come to the brand new Mark 8.5 Golf GTI. It also has a 2-litre turbocharged petrol engine, but here it delivers 265 horsepower and 370 Nm of torque, and it drives the front wheels via a 7-speed dual-clutch automatic gearbox, and the car weighs in at just under 1,400 kilos. The starting price of this new GTI is just under £39,000. First things first, Rory, how are you feeling? It's much better. We've got aircon.
My shirt's a bit crispy, but I'm coming back to life, yeah. I'll tell you what, I like old cars, but not when it's hot.
Not when it's hot. Anyway, let's have a listen to the sound of these newer cars, because I think you might like old cars even more when we hear these.
Right, so let's start with you, Sam.
It's a bit sad, isn't it?
There's no soft limiter though, is there, for you? Rory, your turn.
Oh!
Soft limiter. My turn.
It's a little fart.
I've got a little fart, and finally the brand new Mark 8.5.
There are some pops and bangs, but there's also sound coming through the speakers.
Oh, I don't know which way to go. I'm going to go with your car, Nick, just because of the pops and bangs.
Yeah. Pops and bangs win!
Yeah.
Okay, let's race.
3, 2, 1.
Woo! This just killed the power of my car, but now I'm taking Rory. Nick has destroyed everybody. I think the auto handbrake had put itself back on while I was waiting, and so I hate the way it does that. It knows it's in launch control. Why does it hold on, keep the bloody handbrake on, and then it, like, you can start going, it's me, and then the traction control kicks in? It's just a joke. I'd like to give it another go without that happening, and I don't know if you had the same problem, Rory, or anyone else did, or it was just me being unlucky.
Yeah, I managed to time it quite well, but there's a massive delay on this, but I didn't realise your handbrake was on. I thought I did really well, but no, I feel a bit sad.
Well, I had turned it off, but then when we were setting up, I moved forward a bit.
That's why a manual handbrake is always better, you see, like this one here, so you can do skids.
3, 2, 1.
That was better.
No way!
Sam got a manual. Has he just beaten Rory? Sam, is your car manual?
Yes, sir.
Did he just beat Rory?
Yes, sir.
Rory, would you like to do best 2 out of 3?
I was trying to look up whether his car had an LSD for him on my phone, and then suddenly I looked up and we had to start the race. So yeah, I wouldn't mind another go.
Sam, are you not feeling quite so smug now? I bet you thought you just dicked on him.
I did just dick on him. He knows I did.
I really don't know if he did. Okay, let's do one more race, and we'll make sure, we'll double check that Rory's ready to go. I'll double check that my handbrake was off.
Nick, you'll just double check how many car lengths you can get ahead of us.
One last go. Best 2 out of 3.
I think you'll find I was in the lead for a long time.
I'm going to get a better launch than that, are you?
I don't think I've ever in my life got a better launch than that.
Oh no, I hope you can. In this, traction control off isn't off at all. It's just lies.
Yeah, you have to hold it in the Golfs for like an eternity, Matt, and it will come up.
No, I held it, it came up. I held it for an eternity and it came up.
Now make sure you're pushing it once and holding it for eternity, not twice.
I think, Sam, you might be 100% correct.
I get used to it.
Now I've got everything completely off, so it should launch better and not be held back.
3, 2, 1.
Still bloody cuts the power.
Yes, come on, yes!
I need to get past him, otherwise we're going to have to do it again. Come on, it's a race! Okay, so that was just nonsense. So it was fully off, but it wasn't. It cut back in. It said fully off, and then it wasn't. Honestly.
I think that's a backward step, because this is really nice how it allows a bit of slip and it kind of just, I think it is fully off basically. So yeah, no, this is really nice.
It's funny how I'm managing in a manual, isn't it? Just saying.
Look, it's saying full. It said fully off then, right? I'm just going to launch it again, just before we turn around. Wheel spin. No, he did it that time.
Looks kind of slow, that off the line.
It didn't cut it then. And I did have it fully off before. I'm like confused. Yeah, I'm going to go back into sports mode, I think. I don't know. I don't know what's going on.
3, 2, 1.
See, it flashed up. It flashed up. But it did better, much better. It said fully off. It's... I think that's representative of what should happen. Okay, so it was fully off, spun, but then it intervened. It's like unpredictable what this does. How was yours, Rory?
Mine was just as good as the last time, so I think yours was probably, even though it's still cut in, was better than last time, because you beat me mainly, so yeah.
And Samuel?
Yeah, that was a really, really good launch, but Rory's car was just on point there, so.
And Nick?
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Just whatever. Just sat there smugly. So do you think, I know we did that over and over again, I was just trying to get a decent, like, accurate performance out of this car. It's just so weird how it's been just playing up and like different performance and different results. And are we all happy that we pretty much had our best runs?
Yeah, I think my first one and this one were probably my best ones.
Yeah, I'm happy. I mean, I just lost you, but you have slightly more power, and I'm slightly lighter, but you have slightly more power. I think that's the right way around.
Yeah, that's the best launch I've had all day in this car.
Okay, well there we go. We're going to take that. So then what exactly happened? Well, the Mark 8.5 won. It completed the standing quarter mile in 13.8 seconds. The Mark 7 took 14.7 seconds, the Mark 6 14.8 seconds, and the Mark 5 was last. It crossed the line in 14.9 seconds. Right, now we have a rolling race. Manual mode, second gear, roll on from 50 kilometers an hour, first to the half mile wins. Sport your settings for the cars. 3, 2, 1, go. Bit of turbo lag. Blimey, Sammy's off ski. I don't know what's happened to Rory.
Oh my life.
Can I catch Sam? I don't know if I can. Adjust! You're in this race on your own, really, aren't you, Nick? I mean, that car is massively faster than this one, isn't it?
More power, more speed, yeah. This thing just gets the job done.
But Sam, oh my gosh, I mean, to be fair, you have similar power to him. I don't know, you got 6 gears, you got 7 gears, haven't you, Rory?
Yeah, the manual mode in this car is not very good at all. I mean, it could be driver error, but yeah, fair play to Sam, who's better at changing gears than me.
Yeah, he's better with an actual shifter and a clutch than you are with a paddle. Do you know what? You don't need to even use it, it auto changes. Well, how did you get it wrong?
Because I like a manual input. But yeah, you're right, they do auto change. But then if they auto change, you're just in auto, right? So what's the point of being in manual mode?
Exactly, but let's just do it anyhow, okay? Let's go 80 kilometers an hour, 3rd gear, all right? Don't change up, let the car do it, Rory.
It's designed for the downshift, not the upshift, Rory.
You've always liked a shaft in your hand, mate, it's fine.
And often not his own.
Anything to get sponsorship these days, it's difficult enough.
Mate, no one's paying you to fluff them.
That's just a perk.
Are you ready, Rory?
So 3rd gear, 80, and I'm just not going to touch it after that.
Exactly. 3, 2, 1, go. On, he's on. He's on it. This had quite a lot of lag. That Mark 5 is absolutely storming, isn't it?
I remember trying to keep these on boost to get them going, it was wicked, so they're a good car.
Right, now we can have a brake test from 160 kilometers an hour. Car that stops in the shortest distance wins. Now, if you'd rather watch another drag race instead, click on the pop-out banner up there, follow the QR code appearing on screen now. It's all pretty even, but once again, you weren't changing down the gears, were you, Sam?
No.
Is that a no? Yes.
I actually fell asleep there. I stopped. I don't know what I was doing. I was just brain farted. I rolled on about another 10 meters there.
Do you want to reverse to where you think you would be? Are you now happy, Sam? Is that better? Are you happier?
Yeah, this is about right.
Okay, so I lifted off a bit as well, to tell you the truth, and I think I was probably going a little bit over 160k, so I think I'd have probably stopped about here. Rory, what do you think could have happened in another life?
Well, I heard a loud clunk from my car. So I came fully off the brakes, and I reckon I would have been about here.
Sam keeps edging back. Nick, anything you want to say or add?
No, I'm going to be honest. No, this is what happened. This is where my car stopped.
Well, it looks like, despite all of that, Sam, you still won the brake test. Well done.
Thanks, everyone. Thanks for coming.
And you know the most pointless thing of all? You'd actually won anyway.
Yeah, I know, but I wanted to win by more.
Anyway, listen, I hope you'll enjoy the video. If you did, give it a like. If you want to watch some other videos, click on the video windows. If you want to see how all these Golf GTIs from every single generation's drag race times compared to everything else we've ever drag raced, then all you have to do is click on the carwow logo to check out the carwow drag race leaderboard. Thanks for watching.